Hello friends, I'm Kartik and today I'm going to tell you how to make a quote app. So let's get started. So first I'll go to design and now I'll select any good theme. You can also select some theme if you want. So here I'm going to select polo. Now I'm going to drag a text input in it like this. Now I'm going to make it bigger. I'll keep it right here. Yes. Now I'm going to make it a bit more bigger and thicker. Yes, so this is fine. Now I'll scroll down and I'll change its border radius to 0. And now I'm going to drag a label. Here I'll change its text to quote color. QUOTE quote COLOR color. Now I'm going to increase the font size. I'm going to make it a bit thinner. No, yes, this. Yes. Now I'm going to change its text alignment to center. Now drag it upwards and keep it right here. Yes. Now I'm going to drag one more text input right here. Now here I'm going to write enter QUOT color. Full stop. Now I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to increase its font size. So this is fine. I'll drag it upwards. Yes. Now I'm going to drag two more, three more labels right here. First, I'm going to drag only one. Now here I'm going to write red. Increase its font size. Oh, sorry. Oh, yes. Now I'm going to make. So now I'm going to drag a slider. I'm going to change its maximum value to 255 and its value to 50. Yes. Now I'm going to keep it right here. Now I'm going to make a duplicate of this label. One more duplicate. Yes. Now I'm going to drag them right here. Oh, sorry. Yes, I'm going to drag it a bit here. Yes. Now in the second label, I'm going to write green, Green. Green. Now in the last label, I'm going to write blue, BLU, blue. So now I'm going to make a duplicate of this slider. Now I'm going to drag it in front of green and one more duplicate, and this is going to go in front of blue. So now I'm going I'm going to drag a drop down like this right here. I'm going to change its text. So now here I'm going to write names of some font styles of font family. So press C, copy, and press V means paste. Now I'm going to increase its font size from here. Oh, sorry. Yes. Now I'm going to drag a button. So now here in this button, I'm going to write a plus sign means we'll use this button to increase the font size. Now I'm going to increase its font size so that it can be seen. Yes, I'm going to decrease a little bit. Yes. Now I'm going to increase its border radius to 400. Now I'm going to make it thinner. Yes. Now I'm going to drag it right here. Let me drag it. Yes. Yes. Now I'm going to select this button and make a duplicate of it. Should drag it a bit here. Yes. Now here in the second button I'm going to write minus. Okay. So now I have to make one more duplicate of this label, and here I'm going to write text align means text alignment. No. Now I'm going to make it thinner, bit longer. Yes, but there isn't enough space for it, so I'm going to remove it. I'm going to drag this up, this also, and this also. So now we are all done with our designing part. So we'll go to code. So now first I'm going to drag the on event block. Here I'm going to write on event slider 1. Here I'm going to change this to input. On event slider 1 input. I'll scroll down now and I'm going to drag the set property block from the toolbox. I'm going to change its ID to text input 1. Now I'm going to change this to background color. So now on event slider 1 input set property text text input 1. Now I'm going to drag the RGB block and keep it right here. And now just a minute. So now in the RGB block I'm going to keep a get text block in its first option. Now I'll scroll up, drag the get text block and keep it right there. And now I'll change its ID to slider 1. Scroll up a bit here to see. Yes. Now I'm going to scroll. No, I'm not going to scroll down. I'll drag the get text block once again. I'm going to change its ID to slider 2 this time. And now I'm going to drag this get text block once again and change its ID to slider 3 this time. So now we are going to make a duplicate of it. I'm going to select this. I'm going to press CTRL plus means control plus CV. Now there's the duplicate. I'm going to change this to slider 2 and now I'm going to make one more duplicate and change it to and change the ID to slider 3 this time. So now I'm going to drag one more on event block. Here I'm going to select text input 2. Text input 2 input. So on event text input 2 input, I'm going to drag the set property block. There it is. Set property text input 1. Scroll down. Select text input 1. Here I'm going to select text color. So now in the last option, I'm going to drag the get text block. So here get text. Now here I'm going to select text input 2. So now I'm going to drag one more on event block. Scroll down. I'm going to change its ID to drop down 1. Scroll up. It's a drop down 1. Now I'm again going to select here input. I'm going to drag the set property block once again. Here I'm going to change its ID to set property text input 1. Text text input 1 font family, and now I'm here going to select get text block, get text. So it is going to get its text from drop down 1. So here I'm again going to select drop down 1. I'll scroll down. I'll drag the on event block once again now. I'm going to change its ID to button 1. So on event button 1 input, I'm going to change this to input. So now we have to declare a variable here. So I'm going to go to variables. I'm going to drag this declare a variable block, and you can change the name of the variable, but here I'm not changing it. Now I'm going to drag this block named as assign a variable. Now here x will equal to, I'll go to maths. So here I'm going to write x plus, so font size plus 2. Yes. Now here I'll go to UI controls and drag the set property block once again. So set property text input 1 font size. Here I'm going to write X because it will get its font size from X. Now I'm going to make a duplicate of this. CTRL plus CV means control plus CV. Scroll down. Now I'm going to change its ID, and the ID will be button 2 this time. I'll scroll up, select button 2, and now here I'm going to drag. I want that whenever they will click on the minus button, the font size should become smaller. So now I'm going to drag the subtract operator block, and I'm going to write here x minus 1. So now we are completed with our coding part. Let's run our app and check if it's working. So here I'm going to write like I write here happy. So now I want its background color to be red, a bit blue, and and a bit green also. Now I'm going to increase its font size by clicking on the plus button. Just a minute. Yes. So now when we were clicking on the plus button, our code wasn't working. This was because we have selected input right here, but here we should select click only. So I'll select click here also. Now let's run it. So now here I'm going to write happy once again. You can write anything. Red, a bit blue, and a bit green also. A bit more blue. Yes. Now let's increase its font size now. See, it's increasing. Yes, so now I'm going to change its font family. Oh, it's too large. No problem. So now here I'm going to select, let's select times. So its font family has changed now. So now I'm going to reset it. So this is how we make this is how we make a quote app. So now I'm going to rename my app and I'm going to rename it as QUOTE quote app. Now I'm going to click on save. So now it's saved, and if you want you can click on share. You can click on this and press Ctrl plus C, and then you can paste it anywhere and send it to anyone, or you can also publish it on Quota.org or click on send to phone. Okay, so bye bye. Hope you liked it.